So if you are a person who loves comfort, but you don't want to look sloppy, you want to look a little better sometimes, I think I might have the pattern for you. So stay tuned. Let's get started. Hey everyone, Denise here from Sewlimitless, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about the Minerva Patterns Paige Joggers. This was gifted to me. I am a Minerva brand ambassador. Now, I did use my own fabric for this, so I'll talk about the fabric choice that I used. This pattern is, let me give you some notes about it. It's designed for women. It is a relaxed fit through the hip and thigh. It's slightly tapered at the bottom, sort like towards the ankle. There are inseam pockets, and I would say it's designed for medium to more heavyweight knit fabrics. If you have not made pants before or sewn with knits, you might have a little bit more of an issue or a little bit more trouble. This is, I believe, for intermediate level sewers. Now, some of the fabrics they suggest: French terry, sweatshirt, textured knits, and Ponte Roma fabrics. Textured knits would be really pretty, like a nice sweater knit. You'll see plenty of pictures when I show you the ones that I made. You get this booklet. It is a paper pattern. What I did is I trace off my size that I need, and I base that on the finished garment measurements here. They have several charts here. As someone who's made a lot of pants and has made multiple pairs of knit pants as well, this was basically that same type of process. Now, they do kind of step it up a bit with this pattern, because one of the things that you'll have, they actually sew a pocket bag, not the usual way that you would do like an inseam pocket. So that's something that's a little different than other knit pants patterns that I've used before. So that's just something to be aware of, but it is not difficult. I found that the instructions are quite good. They're well illustrated. So if you are more of a beginner in making something like this, you should not have any issues with putting this together. Now, the fabric that I used for mine, I got it years ago, and I've had it probably since 2021 or 2022. It is a fabric that you can use for yoga wear, but not like an athletic type of fabric that I've used before. It's more of a medium weight fabric. It's actually two-sided. With this one, I just wanted it's I guess like a charcoal gray, heathered gray on the one side, which actually I believe is the right side. I just wanted that look. It washes and dries really well. You know, with knit fabrics, you don't have to worry about fraying or anything like that. So that part was super easy. Most of this I did construct on my serger, but if you do not have a serger, you can still put this together with a zigzag stitch on your regular sewing machine. You should not have any issues at all with that. So you just want to make sure that you're using the right type of fabric for the project. Now, this is the first time I've used a Minerva pattern, but one of the things that I really like about this pattern, you don't have to do a lot of marking. Like when you do a big four pattern, you know, you're doing lots of notches and markings and this and that. With indie patterns, they keep it really simple, which I honestly really appreciate, because marking patterns is actually one of my least favorite tasks. So I appreciate that there are not a lot of things to mark. Now, it does have a separate waistband, which is nice. You have a front and a back waistband piece, which I think helps it to fit better. And you're using an elastic. I think you're supposed to use maybe 1 inch or 1.25 inch wide elastic. I used elastic that was, I believe, 3/4 inch wide. That was fine. I just used what I had, and I used the first one that I could find. Now, as far as the fit of the pattern, the only change that I made for mine, before I did shorten the center front seam, that inseam, because that's something that I actually normally have to do. And once I traced the pattern and cut it out, I just sort of held it up to myself, held it up to my body to see where that crotch seam was going to be. And by what ended up being, I believe it's 1.25 inches, because I folded it 5/8 of an inch. So doubled over, that would give 1.25 inches. That was the only change that I made. I think I got a good fit on these. They are very comfortable. The inseam pockets are nice and flat against the body. This is the type of thing, depending on what fabric you use, you could style it multiple different ways. You can make them a little bit dressier with more of a maybe a sparkly knit fabric, or you could just use something very casual like a sweatshirt fleece. But I think if you really want to make something very nice, especially if you want to do a set, using a textured knit for the pants and the same textured knit for the top, you could make like a monochrome type of set. It would be gorgeous in something in a fabric like that, I think. And those are the kinds of things you would actually see sold in stores that you would pay a good bit of money for. So I think something like that would be fantastic. Let me know if you have any questions about this, about the pattern, about Minerva, whatever. I will leave you links to the pattern. I can't leave you a link to the fabric because it's not available. Like I said, that was something that I had in my own fabric stash. Yeah, this was something that was really quick to sew and easy. I love comfortable clothing. So go ahead, give the video a thumbs up. Also, give me a comment, share. That helps to push out my content to other people who would be interested in my sewing and styling and whatever else. But yeah, I do thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.